Well, the passenger rear tire was 10-inch off the ground situation. Yep, that's what we were dealing with. Kinda hairy, but it was also awesome. I don't know about you guys, but many times I've found that the most random, unplanned adventures are the best. Here, my buddy just told me about this trail road, and we got off of the highway, and there we go. Initially, I was a bit hesitant because we were approaching sunset, but that didn't stop us.
In 1,000 feet road.
This was totally an unknown area, but the mountain view in front of me was absolutely breathtaking. We reached the beginning of the trailhead and spoke with some locals about the condition of the trail road. They informed me that it is very rough all the way to the end, but me and my buddy decided to check it out, and pretty soon you will see what kind of terrain we were dealing with. 5 minutes down on this trail, I was already getting little skeptic. I was wondering if we should turn our vehicle around or not because it was getting dark. However, my buddy insisted that he has done this trail before in the dark. So, we kept going, but I was about to be surprised to see more rough terrain here. Now it was my turn to do some spotting for my friend.
No, 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 no.
Here we are using an absolute stock 20-year-old Ford Explorer. The only thing that was going good in our favor were the trailed tires. This kind of off-roading is not something that I do every day or we do every day, and this is also not a terrain I am used to. I was very curious about what kind of wildlife was present there. The top of my list of suspicion was mountain lion or mountain lions, but I have no idea if mountain lions are ever seen here or not, but it would have been amazing to spot a mountain lion here. looked phenomenal from the top. We were only able to see it from the ground when we were dealing with the terrain, but later when I saw my own aerial footage, I was so amazed to look at the landscape. From this point on, the right side of the trail started to look very, very scenic.
And random, spontaneous, and look at this. Holy smokes, man.
All my initial stress and concerns were totally gone at this point. In one hand, I am absolutely enjoying the mountain view, and on the other hand, I am totally loving this off road terrain. We are at a point of no return now, and the sunset is not that far away. We are looking for a place to take a break and enjoy some snacks, but it's about to get worse before we find a spot like that.
All good. It's getting dark, but we need to complete this trail. It's very exciting.
I was getting thirsty, but I was totally amazed and impressed to see how patiently and calmly my buddy handled the terrain. He absolutely proved that he knew his vehicle very well. We were trying to pass as many rough surfaces as possible before the darkness hit. And finally, we found a spot where we could take a break and enjoy some tea and snacks. We are making tea on the side of the trail. Look at the mountain view up there. It will be awesome. Tea with the view. The tea tasted so much better with a view like this. And as the sun was setting, the color of the sky was getting bright red, little by little. And we could also see the highway not too far from us. In the meantime, we were also wondering and planning of the rough surfaces that could be ahead of us in the trail. Go more towards the passenger. Nicely done. As you can see, what kind of terrain we're dealing with. This is new for me. I know other people do that all the time, so new for me. So I'm learning, we're learning, and taking it easy. But man, look at that view. That red sky there, beautiful. Just when we were thinking that we are pretty close to completing the trail, we were absolutely wrong. As the darkness approached, we were welcomed by more and more rough spots. I had to get out of the vehicle again to guide and spot the vehicle for my friend. All this time we were dealing with pretty rough, edgy surfaces, but now we are seeing more and more spots that were washed out. And that made the situation more challenging. One thing I must add that the little beam fog light that my friend had installed in his vehicle came out extremely handy, and I will always suggest anyone riding on a train like this should use fog lights like that. Looking at this terrain and the bushes on the right, I could not help think, what if a mountain lion was hiding in that spot? And I got teased a lot by my buddy, but you never know. I know I mentioned earlier in the video that the only good thing working for us were those off-road tires on those vehicles. But boy, I must tell you, this 20-year-old SUV handled the terrain wonderfully and almost flawlessly. I don't think the new generation Ford Explorers can do this good of a job on this kind of terrain, but it's just me. And I have already decided that I will definitely drive on this trail in the future. And I already thought how cool it will feel to drive with three different vehicles. And those vehicles of my choices are Land Rover, 4Runner, and a Jeep.
Need a spotter again. এখান দিয়ে মাঝখান দিয়ে
I am not an experienced off roader, but driving on this off road trail was a blast. If you ever want to do something like this, my request will be please bring an SUV with you and please bring another friend or buddy with you. That will make things so easier if you need to spot something. That being said, there is one last challenging spot that is waiting ahead for us.
Holy shit. I don't drive much.
We ran into our last and most challenging situation at that spot. The one spot on the front left had a very large dip, and our passenger rear tire was off the ground at least 10 inches. However, my friend quickly backed up the vehicle and corrected the course.
Passenger.
Because of this stressful situation, I totally missed taking any pictures or videos of that.
Shit, এই প্রথম নিজের চোখে দেখলাম এক সাইড ধুললাম
Finally, we were approaching the end of the trail. The trail was getting even, and we are getting close to the paved surface. And I was still looking for my mountain lion with my flashlight, as you can tell.